What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kai here. Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to review the last three episodes of Boruto episode 130, episode 131, and episode 132. Episode 133 I thought was going to come out on the 17th of November, which was yesterday on Sunday. But actually, like at some point last week, somebody told me that there's no episode this week. As you can probably tell, I was away from YouTube, so I didn't originally know that there wasn't going to be an episode. So, yeah, I thought this episode would have 4 episode reviews in one video, but instead we're going to have 3 short episode reviews in this video. Why short? Well, I don't want to make this video too long. I've already done videos like this in the past couple of months, so if you're a old viewer of mine, you're used to this by this point. But yeah, let's get into Boruto episode 130 review and then the other two. In normal circumstances, this review would be much longer, but since the circumstances aren't normal, it's going to be short. And anyway, regardless of the circumstances, the episode really is a huge chunk of nothingness. But that doesn't mean that it was bad. What do I mean by that? I don't think that slice of life is like worthless and stuff like that. Like, this was obviously a slice of life episode, but like the stuff that was happening in this episode was so random that I don't even know how to describe it. Actually, I do, but I don't want to. Again, because I just want to get quickly through this. I want to watch episode 131, then review it, and then watch the next one. Despite the fact that this episode was super random, it was actually quite funny, at least to me. I think the random aspect and the bullshit aspect of it was just hilarious. At least for me. Like, for me, I don't know how it was for you. The old Naruto soundtracks were really hitting me with nostalgia, and I've said this in the past. I've seen a lot of series, and for me, Naruto has the best soundtrack overall. There's a lot of great series that have a couple of great like soundtracks, but Naruto has like tens and like even hundreds of great ones, which is crazy. Like, when I think of great soundtracks, I think of, I don't know, perhaps, Attack on Titan. I don't know the name of that soundtrack, and I'm not gonna like spoil the scene in case you haven't seen the series. But every Attack on Titan fan knows what soundtrack I'm talking about. I can think of many like great soundtracks from different series, but I can never think of a series that has like at least 50 high quality soundtracks. Like, it's just unbelievable. And this episode spammed a couple of them, I think. And as I said, it was very nostalgic, like very, very nostalgic to me, very enjoyable. And I'm at, like, honestly, like, as I mentioned in this video, and like you guys know, if you follow my channel regularly, I've been on a hiatus, and like out of all the hiatuses I've done, this one is the most serious, because like I'm really going through some serious shit right now. Like the last couple of hiatuses, they were also serious, but this one is like extra serious. And so like I really needed like to, like I didn't need this episode to hit me with nostalgia, but these like soundtracks and shit, and the scenes, and the old Pin Leaf Village, the characters, it made my heart warm. It really, it made me emotional in a way. So yeah, personally, like I really enjoyed this episode because all these like soundtracks and all these scenes, they remind me of my childhood, because like I watched Naruto when I was a kid for the first time. I'm sure many of you did as well. And yeah, for that reason, subjectively, like this episode, like the amount of enjoyment I got out of it was like not normal, considering how random the events in the episode actually were. But yeah, overall, a slice of life episode. Obviously, at the end we have that cliffhanger, with Urashiki and stuff. I can't believe the Kaminari monk, like the dad of Denki, was here when he heard Boruto's idea. Well, not Boruto's idea, but Boruto's comment on trains and shit. That was so ironic. And yeah, we see Boruto, confronting Sasuke about what happened, and he kind of doesn't answer. He dodges the question. I wonder if he's gonna fully answer the question and honestly and truthfully by the end of this arc. But again, guys, in normal circumstances, I would dissect this episode because there's a couple of interesting things that went on there. But I'm not gonna, like, especially character interactions between Boruto and the others, and the Hinata moment and all of that, Konohamaru, Neji, all of that. But as I said, I don't want to make this video super long. This episode gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Like, objectively, like subjectively, I would give it like a 10 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it. I laughed and my heart was warm. But even though it was slice of life, and I gave a bunch of slice of life episodes 10s out of 10s, I felt like this episode was like extremely random and something was off about it in an objective sense, I guess. But like, as I said, subjectively, I really enjoyed it. But the final rating is 8 out of 10. I'm gonna watch the next episode, then review it, and yeah, let's get into the next episode review. That was such an epic episode, I must say. And this brings back memories. Do you guys remember when, like, back in Naruto, whenever we would get this like weird space that's inside of Naruto with the Nine Tails, where the Nine Tails is locked, it would always be so cool, mysterious. Um, this power that's coming out of the Nine Tails, and it would always be so cool. And many years later, we got the likes of Otsutsuki's, and even now with the stuff that's going on in the Boruto manga. I mean, if you're not a manga reader, I'm not going to spoil it to you, but at this point, the Nine Tails power isn't even. I don't want to say it's not special because that would be like false, but like in comparison to how powerful it was back then. I mean, here we have Naruto in his like one tail cloak mode, and he's got Jiraiya super nervous about it, and it just tells you how much things have escalated throughout the years, both in real life, like our time, like years, and in the Narutoverse. Yeah, that's just crazy. Just like the last episode, this episode had a couple of Naruto, like OG Naruto soundtracks, which I really enjoyed. And unlike the last episode, this episode was much more serious. It was emotional. And honestly, again, just like with the last one, because, I'm not going like into too many details here. This is going to be like a short review, but the point that I want to make, and it's a prediction that I'll probably find out pretty soon, hopefully in the next couple of episodes, maybe even in the next one. I'm yet to watch it, but I think Jiraiya is onto something because he saw the Rasengan, he heard all this information from Sasuke, and everything just kind of seems too perfect. Because like it took Jiraiya some damn research to find out about the Akatsuki, and all of a sudden you have these strangers like apparently being from some place that told him to protect Naruto from Urashiki, well, to target Urashiki, and they know about the organization, and they're powerful, and Boruto knows they're Rasengan, and boom, at the end of the episode, Jiraiya says, you two should train. Like, you two can train with me if you want to. And just the look that Sasuke gave him when he said it, I think Jiraiya is onto something, and it has been established at the start of this arc if it's possible that basically the future gets influenced if I guess they change the past too much. And obviously with Kashin Koji, again, I'm not gonna spoil anything if you don't read the manga. I'm just gonna say Kashin Koji. The Kashin Koji theories, like, I recently, like, one of my subscribers sent me like a theory recently on Twitter, and now with all of this, oh my god, like, I'm so pissed because I can't talk about it right now because they're anime only viewers, but I might do a separate video on Kashin Koji. This shit is real. Like, like the possibility of this theory right now after all of this is, it's not impossible anymore, all right? I was the first one to say it 100%. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to the actual episode. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it had everything. It had a bit of action. It had a bit of hype. even emotional stuff with the iconic Naruto soundtrack at the end, interactions between Naruto and Boruto getting to know more things about Naruto, especially that like literally the entire village hated him. Like he knew that Naruto had it difficult, but like this difficult, that was pretty sad. Urashiki, when Urashiki has screen time, it's always fun. Um, and overall, a 10 out of 10 for me. A great plot progression episode. I can't wait to like watch the next one, which I'm gonna do now and then review it. So anyway, let's get into Boruto episode 132 review. Yup, I said it in the last episode review. Jiraiya is onto something. I didn't expect him to be so fucking direct about it so quickly in the episode after the one where I predicted this. But yeah, he pretty much says, "Yo, are you Sasuke Uchiha?" Now, that thing that he gave to Sasuke, that Sasuke was supposed to give back to Naruto, that was probably a trap so that he could spy how Sasuke interacts with Naruto. And just, Sasuke being so, I guess, talkative around Naruto and like so friendly towards him, I guess that confirmed Jiraiya's suspicions. He was already suspicious of Sasuke before that, but I guess he just wanted to confirm it. And this is huge because right now the timeline could be pretty fucked. It already is. Even Sakura, seeing that note that Sasuke dropped, that's the note that Sarada gave to Sasuke. And if you actually want to see the full content of the note, go to episode 127, to the last couple of minutes, and both Kakashi and Sasuke's name are mentioned in that note. Now, in the actual English translation, well, it depends on where you're watching the episode. Some people watch it on Crunchyroll, some people watch it on other illegal sites, so maybe the translations are different. But where I saw this episode, in the translation, Sasuke's name wasn't mentioned. Basically, in the notes, Arda was saying how Boruto asked Sasuke to like about the Make Out Tactics book or whatever, and mentioned Kakashi. But when you actually listen to Sarada, what she says, Sasuke-san is mentioned. So she's literally quoting Boruto, but in the translation, the name Sasuke isn't mentioned. But on that piece of paper, on that note, both Kakashi and Sasuke are written. Now, obviously, when the notes dropped, it got damaged, so I don't know if the full thing will be visible. But in case Sakura saw all of this, like the timeline is really fucked up right now. Now, I do think that the Kashin Koji theories are getting more and more real. And I would like to point out that it's possible that Sasuke will use like a genjutsu on everybody at the end to make them, I guess, forget everything or alter their memories or something like that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think, there could be serious consequences in the future of the Boruto series because of this timeline fuckery. But yeah, only time will tell. Maybe the writers are just trolling us with the Kashin Koji theories. Maybe not. I mean, this would be the only possible solution. The only possible explanation for the Kashin Koji theories. Again, if you're an anime only, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But for manga readers, you know about the toxic theory that's been brought up 3,000 times since the series started. Well, since Kashin Koji was introduced. But now, I mean, it's getting real. Anyway, guys, just like with the other two episode reviews, I want to be quick with this one. The highlight of the episode for me was Sasuke's and Naruto's conversation. Very nostalgic, very beautiful, and again, it's such a shame that I'm doing a bunch of these like reviews at once, and I'm recording this at a really weird time, and I'm super sleepy. But overall, this episode gets a 10 out of 10 for me, just because of how genius Jiraiya's character is. Being all goofy and stuff, but like, he's actually a fucking spy. I mean, we know that from Naruto. It's just that we're reminded of it now in Boruto. The Naruto Boruto thing with them synchronizing their chakra and stuff like that. I think that in the opening it's kind of foreshadowed that they're gonna use like a combined Rasengan to defeat Urashiki. I wonder if Urashiki will die in this arc. I think he will, but only time will tell. And yeah, I mean, again, not going into detail about this episode, but it gets a definite 10 out of 10 for me. That was your boy Tsuno Hokage, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.